crisp with the Nuccio Auto Group. This is a super high quality 1932 Ford hot rod, essentially. Chevrolet 350 V8 up front with the automatic, but let's take a look at it. Well, I'm no technician, but for the stuff I can call out on this is actually really, really well assembled. We did have one of our hot rod gurus go through it because we want to make it perfect. It's not something we see all the time, so really didn't need much. We tidied up a couple of the wires here and there, but the overall condition, again, I really don't know the words. Everything works on it. You look at that chassis, the frame, the polished chrome on the engine, on the suspension. It's just a very, very, very well built car. Fires right up, but nothing really to disclose in the way of condition. See that front, got the kind of wide open engine area here. I call it an engine bay, but it's just sitting outside. Got those 4-into-1 headers on both sides. It makes really amazing noise, which we'll hear here in a second. But this thing just looks amazing going down the road. See, these are tinted. These are power windows, actually. I'll show you that in a second, but this red paint's fantastic. Rear Hoosiers here. These are specific to this, obviously. This is really what you need to complete this type of a build, but it really equates the look, and I'm sure if we warm these up, we could probably paint some really good stripes. Won't do it, but could. This is a real truck. I'll show you that in a second. But look under there. Mark, you're really getting a great shot here, buddy. That suspension, look at that pumpkin in the back. 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. Feels really, really solid. And then this side looks almost the same as the driver's side. Now, as with any cool hot rod, you gotta have some cool accessories. So you got the power door release right on the key. This is your door handle, so if you've got to get in there. There is an emergency release too, just in case the battery goes dead. You can't get in with either of these. There is an emergency release. Power window here, but this is, Mark, you might want to come around. So getting in is actually pretty easy. I'm just under 6 feet. I'll admit it. But not bad. Lap belts, tilt wheel, tilt billet wheel. Amenities galore, ignition, headlights, gauges. You do have voltage, oil pressure, water temp, and fuel level. There is a fuel cell in the back, which I'll show you here in a moment. And you do have your VIN tag, but again, the quality is awesome. Everything in here is pretty much leather. You get the metal dashboard, but ample room to put your best gal in with you for a cruise on the strip. The trunk in the back, I got the ignition on so we can open the trunk, but there's a little power switch here. I'll show you in the picture. But you can see behind me here. There it is. This is really nice. You actually really do have ample room back here. Everything's in fantastic condition. Leather lined, but behind here is where you have your fuel cell. So once you lift this out, this is where you're actually gonna fill the fuel in here. Got just a little fuel cell there, and there you do have a gauge on the dashboard that'll tell you, and then the battery is nicely packaged back here as well. All right, I'm gonna close the trunk though, and I think we should actually take it for a quick spin. Well, put my seatbelt on here. Wow, holy cow. So I've never driven this thing. This is the first time I've driven it. Holy cow, this thing feels great.
So being carbureted, I did let it warm up to drive it. Wow. Holy cow, this thing is cool. Oh my god, this is cool. Never driven anything like this before. Listen to this chassis. Solid. I mean, the steering is super solid. Brakes are awesome. This is really cool. What a treat. And I'm actually hustling here. I should probably slow down. It feels awesome. Side pipes right out the side. Brakes, steering, everything feels good on this thing. Well, I suppose there's really not a whole lot to demonstrate other than the fact that this thing drives amazing. Like here's a little curve here. We'll come around that. Solid. Well, this is a treat. I like driving a little bit of everything, so I have an opinion. I've never really thought that you could get a 32 Ford that would drive like this. This is so cool. I'm just beyond impressed at how well it drives. Steering wheel's not in alignment, but the car is. And then the brakes, I'll even let that go. Yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go on the highway, but it's right now it's got 1,145 miles on it. That is it, and it drives great. This is just, I don't know. I'm wildly impressed. I forgot it's got tilt wheel too. Well, thanks for checking this thing out. Obviously, if you got any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna go put this puppy away.